Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Many women want a challenge in a man. Now, this don't seemingly make sense, but this is one of those woman things. And I'm just before I really get into it, there's some things women do, it's not gonna make sense to us as men. But at the same time, there's some things we do as men that's not gonna make sense to women. That's okay. We're two different genders. We two different genders. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how things work. They might look at something more on an emotional basis. You know, as my grandmother said, my mother, she might have two different children. Two different girl children. One might be more feminine acting, girly acting, while the other one's acting like a dude. But the mother has to love them equally. Okay, fine. But then the man, our stuff is more logical and rational. And because we're the ones have to go out in the world, we have to figure out stuff. We have to take care of stuff. We're supposed to be the warriors and all of that. All right, fine. So basically all I'm saying is they like challenges, whatever reason. Perhaps some women can get in the comments and say why they like a challenge. I remember when I first learned that when I was younger, back in the day, because this was way back in the 80s, I first heard about women starting to like this. Because you know how women, they'll go for that player. Everybody in the room, that player come in the room, it'd be a group of women. Every woman in the room know he a player. In fact, he might have a reputation. He might have got with some of the women in the room. But then what happens? A woman still go for him anyway. Oh, she wanted that challenge. They wanted to be the one that tame him. Because you do have some women who are player tamers out there. They know the guy's a player, but they want to do something. He's their project. In fact, I remember when I first started really doing videos years ago, a young lady hit me up talking about, I'm gonna make you my project. I was like, good luck with that. But what you have is a situation is women want to be able to change you. It's like sometimes, and it could be married, it could be that player, it could be that bad boy that some woman wants to bring to Jesus. And I'm serious. They was like, oh, I can bring him to Jesus or something. And I even did a video like that, talking about women, a couple videos like that. Many videos talking about women like to seduce a man. They got to do some work. In fact, I had a woman get mad at me one time. I was showing her the type of music that I like to listen to when I was driving. She was like, Ron, that's too easy. Don't tell me too easy. Let me find that out. Women like doing stuff. They don't like, you get some women saying they want like that nice guy and that guy's going to be real cool with them and do all this stuff. Yet they don't want that guy's doing all that. They go for the guy who's doing just the opposite. Just the opposite. But not paying attention to them, not complimenting them. But you have many women, they want to like change him. In fact, I remember a woman, and this one of the few women ended up cursing out at some point. This one of the few women, and I have no problem saying that. She got on the phone right next to me. I'm sitting right there. She said, oh yeah, I gotta work with him, change him, and I'm like, what the hell? Like I said, they ended up cursing this woman out. Couldn't get rid of her or something. Yeah, that's another conversation. But many women want a challenge. They want to do some work. They don't want the man to hand it to them too easily. I've even had some women say that about money. They don't want to deal with that man who hands them the money. They want to do some work to get the money out of him. And I was just like, what? They want to do something. They want that challenge. They want to do their little game. In fact, I remember when I hooked up with this woman, we went to this motel, and this is a Jamaican woman. She might see this. I still love you, baby. Yeah, but I was ready to go. Ron was ready to go. She was like, hold up, man. There's some stuff I gotta do first, and then you can do your thing. I was like, oh, snap. I had to let her do her stuff first. Women in general want to do something. They don't want to hand it to them. Because let's be real out here. All these women complaining about a good guy and God take care of them and stuff. Trust me, if they like even moderately attractive, they got some guy trying to do that. Shoot, I mean, even some ugly women got some guy trying to hand them everything that they asking for. But yet they checking out that guy on the corner, they just ignoring them. Eating some buffalo wings or something like that, ignoring them. They want that guy because he's a challenge. They want to change something. And only issue I have with that whole challenge thing, if they actually win the challenge, then they don't like the man anymore. They might get that man to go to church, put on a suit and everything. And then they're like, nah, I don't want him anymore. He ain't a challenge. But that man stay a challenge for years, don't like do anything. Oh yeah, it's like they'll stay with him. I don't know. Like I said, that's one of those things women gotta explain. But they want it. Fellas, what I would say to you is make a woman work for whatever. Don't hand her anything. A lot of women don't like that. They just don't. Like I said, maybe a woman can get in and explain it. And of course, some women probably get, oh no, we don't want that. Yeah, whatever. Seriously, I've been seeing this since, like I said, I've been seeing this since the 80s. Women straight up say, well, yeah, they want that guy because he's a challenge. They got to do some work. They got their game. Like that Jamaican woman told me, they got their stuff they got to do. You got to let them do their stuff. You can't just hand it to them. Like, I know some of y'all some tricks or something. Even though y'all shouldn't be watching this channel for you some tricks, but I know you still watching. Don't hand the woman the wallet. Make her work for it. Make her work for your attention and everything. Because they want that challenge. They want to do stuff. When women throwing on like that nice, when they shoot. I remember a buddy of mine. This woman he was dealing with. And he said he went to pick her up. And he told me she had a whole crew of women over there fixing her up and everything. See, when women, when they wearing clothes a certain way, when they wearing hair a certain way, when they behaving, that's part of their game. That's part of what they doing. That's part of what they doing to get the attention from that man. And that's they want that. Like I said, maybe women can get in and explain that. Because men, they ain't our logic. Our logic is like, shoot, we right here. That's our logic. But remember, women thinking differently. And it is what it is. It's like one of those things, it is what it is. Don't hand it to them. Let them work a little bit. Let them do their thing. Like that Jamaican woman told me. You gotta let them do their thing a bit. All right? Because they want that challenge. They let them do their thing. Let them do the things they want to do. Like I mentioned that woman, I was showing her some music. She was like, no, I'm showing it to her too soon. I guess she wanted, and actually, that particular woman, the one with the music, I didn't really get with her right away, but she was going hard. She was going hard. I guess I was a challenge. But many women want that. It is what it is. Don't argue about it. Yeah, it don't make sense to us, but let's just be real. A lot of stuff women do don't make sense to us. That don't mean we have to just sit back and just say, oh no, we'll just ignore it. It is what it is. Just go with it, all right? Just go with it. In fact, I'm gonna tell you what. Sometimes you know they doing something and you already decide, as a man, you already decide you want to give the woman what you want to give her anyway. Let her do her thing. She gonna make that meal and got that nice perfume, got that nice dress fixed up and all that. You probably as a man already decided you gonna give her whatever she want anyway. Let her do her thing anyway. You already decided in her favor, but you just say, you know what, I'm gonna let her do her thing. All right. Anyway, That's all I got for today. Well, for right now. I always say today and then know I'm gonna do a car video. In most cases. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all. Peace.